With Grant guiding their fortunes, Zeppelin became rich and famous. After A Whole Lotta Love was a hit, the imposing manager demanded new terms from Atlantic Records. Among the unusual concessions was that the label would pay all the band's packaging costs, the expense of printing record sleeves and artwork. Once Zeppelin got that from Atlantic, they started making albums with spinning wheels, windows cut out of the front, and multiple covers. It was all part of Grant's way of flaunting Led Zeppelin's clout. Grant's biggest power play changed the way rock concert business had always worked. Instead of the concert promoter hiring Led Zeppelin to play and keeping most of the money himself, Grant's team forced the promoters to accept the 90-10 split in Zeppelin's favor. The agents and promoters screamed bloody murder, but they gave in. They knew 10% of Led Zeppelin was 10% of a guaranteed sellout. Led Zeppelin became one of rock's biggest money makers. John Paul Jones bought himself a new house, and John Bonham entertained himself by spending thousands on fancy cars.
The weirdest thing about my father was he was never like the blasé flash. I'm the rock star, you know. He was always the one in the back band with the pair of jeans on and the sweater, and he'd walk into a Rolls Royce dealership, make a, yes, can we help you? I'm gonna want to try that car over there. Do you realise how much that car is, sir? If I'd have wanted to know how much it was, I wouldn't have asked to try it out. Can I have the keys, please? Start the car up. Cheers, sir. Into gear, through the window, said, spray it again and I'll pick it up tomorrow. And don't talk back to me ever again.
Robert Plant bought a farm in Wales and settled there with his wife Maureen and baby daughter Carmen. Wanna tell you about the girl I know. My shit to tell her she's the only one I love. Page indulged his growing fascination with the legendary black magician Aleister Crowley, buying his old home in Scotland. Born in 1875, Crowley was a writer, mountain climber, and self-proclaimed sorcerer. His credo was, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." Page's fascination with Crowley would create wild rumors about Led Zeppelin's association with black magic. The sense that there was something dark beneath the surface of Led Zeppelin might have been exciting to teenage boys and useful to Peter Grant in his business deals, but in time, it would become a burden for the members of the band. In 1971, Led Zeppelin moved into an old Victorian house called Headley Grange to record their fourth album. The band lived together while laying down the tracks to the new album that would be their greatest triumph. One night, Page played an instrumental he had crafted in his home studio as Plant sat by him scribbling lyrics. When Page was done playing the song, Robert had written most of what was to become the most requested rock and roll song in radio history, Stairway. Zeppelin was a band of extremes. The gentle stairway was balanced by the explosive when the levee breaks. In spite of, or because of, his personal extremism, John Bonham was being recognized as one of rock's greatest and most influential drummers. When Led Zeppelin 4 was released in November of 1971, the album's biggest controversy was over its cover.
Just purely through the fact of these bad reviews, we thought, okay, let's put the album out with no information on it whatsoever. And that'll be a statement to the critics. Of course, that went right over their heads, let me tell you.
No matter what you called the album, Runes, Four Symbols, or Zoso, with Led Zeppelin 4, the band reached a creative apex. The record would eventually sell 15 million copies, the best-selling hard. In the spring of 1972, Robert and Maureen Plant's second child was born, a boy named Carrick. Robert was a student of ancient history of Wales and England, and he had given his son the name of a Celtic hero. When Led Zeppelin arrived in America to start their 1973 tour, their latest effort, Houses of the Holy, was already sitting on top of the charts. The single, Jamaica, even found Led Zeppelin dabbling in reggae.
Jamaica was, it's the old joke, isn't it? Wife went on holiday this year, on her own, Jamaica. No, she went on her own accord. It's like, but all the Americans go, I really like Jamaica.
The tour would be Zeppelin's greatest undertaking yet. Thanks to their great financial clout, the band could afford their own plane, a customized 727 Dub, the Starship. Led Zeppelin took home more money than any group before them.
Dancing days are here again. Summer evenings grow. I got my flower, I got my power. I got a woman who knows.
The band's home away from home was Los Angeles. The Continental Hyatt House was rechristened the Riot House when Zeppelin checked in. The band would hold court in their rooms as the hallways and lobbies teemed with reporters, groupies, and fans. Stories of the group riding motorcycles down the corridors were not uncommon. Led Zeppelin were rock's dark gods. John Bonham was fast earning a reputation with his wild antics and practical jokes. At his 25th birthday party, he got into a cake-throwing match with George Harrison and then tossed the former Beatle into the swimming pool.
In Los Angeles, we played after the Forum. He drove back from the Forum. He bought a car that day, I think, a new Trans Am. He was doing, I think it was 90 down Sunset Strip, which is like inconceivable. And sure enough, like two sheriff's patrol cars come screaming out, pulled into the hole, they all ran out with their hands in their guns and all that. And he just got out and said, just paid this blinding gig at the Forum. I've got this new car. He said, you should see what this baby can do. Like, got out, opened it, all the cops were like this. Got out, opened the hood. He said, look at all this stuff. Like, within minutes, they're all like looking under the hood, like talking about brake horsepower and stuff like that. I mean, just like, and the end of it, okay, yeah, well, watch yourself next time. Take care. Hey, well, do you want some tickets?
Hey, mama said the way you move, the way you swing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you sting.
Final shows for the tour in New York were filmed for a movie. The band was tired and not in top form. When they returned to their hotel, they realized that they had been robbed.